Jeff Stunkard there. I ran the idea of doing the fire burnout on the starting line by George Ray, and he wisely said, hey, we got trees out here. Flying gasoline might not be a good idea for that.
It's waterproof, isn't it? You just have to be told.
And Kohlmanns rubbing Vaseline all over the back quarters of his car, because that's what we were told by the guys that did the fire burnouts in the late 60s and early 70s. To save the paint, put Vaseline on the back side. So that's what they did.
Greasing it up.
This was in 2000. We didn't do a test run on the first burnout, which we should have. Gatewood was in charge of lighting it and not being around fire very much. He didn't know how to. You'll see in a second. The VHT and gasoline mixture we use for the fire evaporates very quickly. So if you ever want to do a fire burnout, be ready to light it as soon as you pour it.
Go tell George Roy's story.
And my dad, we used to live here. I was raised up in this racetrack. We used to live right up here. He told us my dad had one of his nuts hanging out of the sack and saying, he said, what should I do about this? Call a medic! Hey, he poked her back up in there and soaked up his middle.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's a true story, too. I.W. Harper saw it and passed out almost.
He was up here one day and the car was in reverse and it took off and it broke his arm, and about 2 days later he said, I can't stand this gas. Took a hacksaw and cut the gas off. But, I mean, nothing beats sewing up your own balls.
No.
Nothing beats sewing up your own balls. Amen, brother. Amen. The prelude to that story was George and his little old Ford tractor and his PTO mower unit. George was out and got his pants hung up in the PTO, and it ripped his nutsack off. And I'm not kidding. And he sewed it back up. That's the way it was back in the day. Tough was real tough.
Kids, this is something you shouldn't try at home. Nah, try it anyway.
Not enough fuel down. Like I say, it was VHT and gasoline, half and half. Should have put some copper filings in it to get the color out of the fire. A couple other metals we could have put in there to make it a prettier fire. But on the second pass, we made a tornado fire, which was very impressive. This one, not so much. Kind of lame.
Is his shadow going to be in the way? Is his shadow going to be in the way? Back him up. Oops. That was good news.
Okay, the motor is lit. Right now the fire should be going, but it's not. It's been evaporating all this time. Jeff had 3 cameras out there that were all electronically timed to fire, and then the one that was in his hands. Tony? Never give Tony Gatewood a lighter. No. And no. That didn't back into the fire. That was a lame ass attempt at what we were trying to do. But in the meantime, the sun is going down in the west and the moonrise is coming up in the east. Should have just backed him up into the damn fire and let it go. There's John Orrs and there's Tony Gatewood in the purple shirt. Don't put him in charge of any barbecue you'll ever have in your life. Jeff Stunker talking. This is a better one. Walk into it wet. Should have backed him up farther. Should wait. And I overreacted, as always. Lean out and die. Now watch the Vaseline on the quarter panels.
Okay, now the paint. The Vaseline, what's melting off here?
The Vaseline off the quarter panels.
No, that's where I just showed the black things are still
Okay. Go.
That was the shot that there was a tornado fire behind.
Buddy, that ought to be a shot.
I could see it on the roof of the car. I knew we were ready to let the thing go. Wow.
This was a hell of a day, by the way. Started at 5 in the morning.
Can you take the trunk lid off and look at it, make sure everything's cool?
Ended up a couple hours after sunset. Fun day at George Ray's.
Okay, this is very, very cool. Thought he stayed in it too long, but it should have been a perfect shot.
Hey, we got one more. I want to thank everybody for watching, and please subscribe. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm currently at 103. You would think there'd be 1,000 people in the United States and around the world that'd be interested in this stuff from the
He
past.
hit it with the camera and maybe a perfect shot. Everybody in the country's going to want to copy when I get done. She's in the little holes. All these little fires are holes on the concrete. And she got the liquid in them. I just let it burn, Tony. That won't hurt nothing. It looks beautiful, man. It looks beautiful.
Look at the
I
sunset.
want to see the pictures. On the video, I was like, oh my God, they've left him in the fire too long. It really looks good.
Sit there, wow.
Yeah, it was scary. There was fire. Oh, I got to get on the internet tonight. Nitronic, here I come, baby.
Back when Nitronic.com was the internet site to go to if you're an old-time drag racer. Sadly, it, like everything else back then, is gone.
Card yet to pull it down, make stills.
Oh.
So his son-in-law has got a card that will do it. So maybe Tuesday night I'll have some pictures. That one site through this, I'm telling you, it was awesome. I didn't realize the lighting, how perfect it was for a fire.
That sun dropped right there. Right. There's no shadows. I mean, there's no shadows anymore. And it looks a lot better.
It was beautiful. A lot better. Oh, please.
That was Tony right there on the right.
You think so?
That was telling the George Ray Nutsack story. Tony Dickson. Man, forgot his last name. Man.
You gonna do another one? Wait a minute, battery. We're gonna do another one. Hey, Brian, turn around. That's cool with the sun right over your shoulder. I gotta get a video capture of that. It's gonna be the third shot. This is gonna be the dark shot. Huh?
Peter Orrs, track photographer for Great Lakes Dragway in Wisconsin.
You can't do that.
And all around great guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, brother. I know what you're saying.
No, getting ready to be really good. Yeah, I thought about that too, but the truck's going to be kind of in the way until he stops that you're screwed. I'd like a head-on shot of it.
They should have lit the car first and then poured the fuel. If I could go back in time. That shit evaporates so quick.
Rock and roll. Fire the engine. Fire the engine. Evaporate. Yeah, we're ready. Rock and roll. Ayatollah, baby. It's getting to be good.
Getting back up far enough. And I was too close on this video. If I'd backed up, you'd have seen what happened behind it.
He wasn't even in the fire. Put the fire out. She got some heat to her, baby.
I want to thank everybody for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Come back. I'm going to hit every day this year, 365 videos from George Ray and around the world of drag racing. Appreciate you watching.
More easily, and it may take longer than usual for